Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1969 Seattle Pilots What If Scenario. Today's matchup features the Seattle Pilots versus the California Angels at Anaheim Stadium. On the mound for the Pilots today is Gene Brabender, whose record is 8-2 with a 3.09 ERA. And pitching for the Angels today is Clyde Wright, whose record is 3-13 with a 4.80 ERA. Okay, we had a nice little shutout yesterday, a 3-0 victory over the Angels. I had to look it up because I know that we've had a ton of shutout wins this year, and we are now leading the American League in shutout wins with 11. Now, if you combine that with our 18 one-run wins, two of our shutouts were 1-0 victories. So we've had 16 plus 11. So it's 27 of our 47 victories have either been shutouts or one-run wins. And that's how we're getting it done. It's been our pitching, our bullpen, keeping us in the ball game. Not so much the runs scored. If you take a look at our Pythagorean win-loss record, which is based on your run differential, we should be 7 games below 500, and yet we are 5 games better than our Pythagorean. So, I mean, I think we're doing the best we can with what we have. It is good to be in a division with an expansion team and also the terrible Angels team. So we have that going for us. But I thought I'd point that out, considering that we put up our 11th shutout of the season, and we're just halfway through July. So it's kind of amazing. Let's go ahead and get today's game started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. We have Brabender on the mound today. He is our ace. He is our all-star. As the game loads here, we'll take a look at his previous start. I'm stretching it like they do on television talk shows toward the end of the hour. Okay, let's take a look here at Gene Brabender. Yeah, he did get the win in his last start, going 5 innings, coming off that all-star game. All the bullpen is available. It was a combined shutout yesterday. A great job by Gelnar, going 7 innings. That was his best start. And then we had 2 relievers close it out, Ron Locke and Marshall. So, but everybody is available. Also, we have a day off after today's game. So we'll advance a day, but also we can use all of our pitchers if we need to with the day off coming. Clyde Wright is a lefty, just like yesterday's lefty. And our lineup is the same with the exception of Don Bosch. We're going to work him into the lineup and set Mike Keegan down. And Pepitone will ride the bench, and we'll put Deron Johnson in there at first base. Okay, let's go ahead and do the official lineup rundown for today's ballgame. Batting leadoff, playing second base, is Gary Sutherland. Oops, there we go. Okay. Batting second in left field is Sweet Lou Piniella. Batting third at third base is Rich Rollins. Batting cleanup, playing first base is Deron Johnson. Batting fifth in right field is Tommie Agee. Batting sixth in center field is Don Bosch. Batting seventh at catching is Jerry McNertney. Batting eighth at shortstop is Freddie Patek. And batting ninth is the pitcher Brabender. Okay, let's take a look here at Clyde Wright. Much like yesterday's pitcher, he has a terrible record. He's 3-13 with a 4.80 ERA. Only 59 strikeouts in 144 innings pitched. He doesn't walk many. He doesn't strike out many. Opponents are batting .289 against him. He does have 3 complete games and a shutout. His fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. His best pitch is the slurve. He does have a slow curve. A slider and a curve is a slurve, but a slow curve is not a slurve. Just for reference points. That's just ridiculous. Overall, an 81 to 28-year-old lefty. goes to arbitration at the end of the year. Let's take a look at his log. Has he faced us before? Yes, back on April 24th, we pounded him for 8 hits and 6 runs in only 5 innings. He walked a couple batters, and that was the only appearance against the Pilots. Okay, let's take a look at the defense for the Angels. Is it the same as yesterday? It is. The exact same lineup as yesterday. Okay, Gary Sutherland leading off versus Clyde Wright. Running Gary back out there. He is struggling as he hits a sharp ground ball to short. Play is made by Marty, Perez. Sutherland's average just hovering above 300. Next man up is Sweet Lou Piniella. Piniella hits a ground ball to second for out number 2. And Rich Rollins with 2 down. Ground ball to second, and that'll do it. A quick 1-2-3 inning for Clyde Wright. Let's take a look at the Angels lineup. Batting leadoff, playing left field, is Ethan Blackaby. Batting second in right field is Jay Johnstone. Batting third in center field is Tom Silverio. Batting cleanup, playing first base, is Doug Howard. Batting fifth at second base is Bobby Knoop. Batting sixth and catching is Randy Brown. Batting seventh at shortstop is Marty Perez. Batting eighth at third base is Bill Bethea. And the pitcher Clyde Wright in the 9th spot. Okay, we've already kind of taken a look here at Brabender. You'll see he's making his 18th start, 8-2 with a 3.09 ERA, 89 strikeouts in 122 and a third innings pitched. Opponents are only batting 200 against him. He has 2 complete game shutouts. That's amazing. Fastball tops out at 87 miles an hour. In fact, he doesn't really even throw a fastball. I guess a 2-seamer. Technically, it's a fastball. He's got a slider rated at 90 and a sinker rated at 82. Overall rated at 82. The 27-year-old righty goes to arbitration at the end of the year. Got to keep an eye on these walks. That is the main issue with Gene Brabender here. As I feel like after today's game, you'll see here that he will most likely have more innings pitched this season than at any point in his career. So I wonder if we hit the wall here at some point and we start to see that ERA balloon. So that is a concern as we take a look at our defense. Wow, Deron Johnson back under 80. And of course, our second baseman's gone down a tick, and so is our catcher. So not the best right side of the infield today as Ethan Blackaby will lead off versus Gene Brabender. Here we go. Ground ball to short. Patek tossing him out. 1 out. Next up is Jay Johnstone. Johnstone strikes out. That did not, I don't know, the pitch tracks here does not look accurate. That was a borderline call. We'll take it. There's Brabender's 90th strikeout of the season. He'll be the first, as he gets to number 91, he'll be the first Pilot to get to 100 Ks, which is kind of miraculous. We go to the top of the second inning with Deron Johnson leading off. Johnson hitting lefties well as he flips it to right field. Unfortunately, right at Jay Johnstone for out number 1. Next up is Tommie Agee. Agee hits a fly ball to left. 2 down. Now, in my headset, I'm hearing kind of a little bit of a delay in the sound effects. I don't know if that's coming through or not, and if it's choppy, I apologize. And Don Bosch will fly out to left. So nothing doing so far. We go to the bottom of the second inning with Doug Howard coming up. Sexy Specs. 2-2 count. And he strikes out. That's 3 strikeouts in a row for Brabender. He's going to try to get to 100 today. It's off to a good start. This is the team you could do it against. As Bobby Knoop flips it to right field for a base hit. Wow, it falls in front of the right fielder, gets all the way to the wall. Agee just terrible defensively I would not have thought that, as Knoop has himself a double. That is his second double of the season. His OPS is under 500. That is brutal. We ought to know. Randy Brown up. He is a left-hander batting .242 versus righties. And Brabender gets his first walk. I don't mind that so much. We have a potential double play here. Not so good. Well, below average speed at second. And the catcher on first with Marty Perez up. 1-2 count to Perez. He strikes him out. 4 Ks for Brabender. That's going to bring up Bill Bethea. Bethea, 172 hitter versus righties. The pitcher spot's up next. I mean, we have to pitch to him. He's got a .213 on base percentage. 0-2 count. And he strikes him out. Nice. 5 strikeouts for Brabender. We're going to the top of the third. Jerry McNertney leading off. McNertney gets, a ground ball to second. I thought that was the first hit for the Pilots. It looked like it was going right up the middle. No such luck. Will it be Patek then? 0-1 count. Fly ball to right. Patek with the power of 70. But you may remember from the Detroit Tigers series that in real life he actually had 3 home runs in a ball game. Kind of miraculous. Much like Brabender's .024 batting average. He doubles off the wall. That is so stupid. I can't even believe it. We'll take it, though. That is his second. He's got 2 hits, and he's got 2 doubles. So when he does get a hit, he makes a count. Brabender on second base for Gary Sutherland. Looking to get our first run across the plate. Wild pitch. A pitcher double and a wild pitch. It's ridiculous. And then Sutherland goes to right. Didn't matter anyway. We go to the bottom of the third. 1 hit apiece. Clyde Wright leading off. He's batting .125. Solid. And another strikeout. 6 Ks. That's the first time through the lineup. And Brabender struck out 6 of the Angels batters. That's why they're 28-64. Making Brabender look like a god. I thought that was another strikeout. 0-2 count for the base hit to right for Blackaby. Now, Blackaby does have some pretty good speed. So hopefully McNertney is ready behind the plate. Here is Jay Johnstone, maybe the best hitter in the lineup. And he walks him. Okay, getting a little dicey here. 2 walks, 6 strikeouts for Brabender. He's at 43 pitches, and Silverio's up. 253 hitter, 2 home runs. Fly ball to right field. Another 0-2 count. And there's out number 2. Blackaby will tag and go to third. It won't mean anything if Brabender can get Howard here. So the go-ahead run is 90 feet away. Here's Doug Howard. 2-1 count to Howard. And a base hit. 1-0 California. 2 hits and a walk this inning. Bobby Knoop up. Ground ball to second. And that'll do it. Angels get on the board. They strike first. It's 1-0 to the top of the 4th inning. There's no way with a 3-13 record, Clyde Wright's not going to get blasted here shortly. There we go. I mean, it's just the game is so predictable. Lou Piniella hits a home run to right center field. That is his 5th home run on the year. His 2nd already in 6 games. He's got 4 extra base hits. Look at that OPS. That is exactly what we need on this team. It's all tied at 1. Here's Rich Rawl. Rollins looking to duplicate it, popping it up on the infield. Second baseman Knoop making the catch. 1 down. Here is Deron Johnson. Johnson stings it right back at right. Tossing the glove out there, making the catch. That's a ground ball. It didn't look like a grounder. Either way, it's an out. And Agee. Oh, there we go. That's going to be a double in the gap. Can we get 3 out of it, please? Agee holds up at second. That's a good move. Don't want to be the third out at third. That is his 8th double of the season. And look at his OPS. It's 761. He's actually been very productive for us. I almost think we need to somehow have Piniella and Agee back-to-back in this lineup. Maybe we need to think about that. Here's Don Bosch. Bosch has done nothing for quite a while. As he flies out to center, we go to the bottom of the 4th. All tied at 1, thanks to Piniella's 5th home run. Here's downtown Randy Brown. Skies it on the infield as Sutherland catches it on the outfield grass. 1 out. Marty Perez up next. 2-2 count to Perez. They're not letting these third strikes get by him now. As he lines out to left. That was a 2-2 count. And Bethea full count. And he walks him. It wasn't even close. Not even close. So the game is starting to erode here on Brabender. That's his 3rd walk. It is the pitcher up after all. Ground ball to second. That's the weak link in the infield. He does make the play. We're going to the 5th inning in the bottom 3rd, due up for the Pilots, starting with McNertney. There we go, another gapper. Will that get to the wall? No, McNertney's not going to stretch it. Well, I wonder when McNertney's last extra base hit it has been. I mean, he's our everyday catcher. Let's look at his log. He does have a double as of June 30th. His OPS is 396 in his last 20 games, batting 164. We've got nobody better at this point. We have Jim Sundberg in single A. We just drafted him. So he's not ready for prime time. All right. Runner on first. That's a leadoff guy on base. That's good. There's no point here in bunting for Patek. Because Brabender we'd have to bunt for too. So we're going to let Patek take a swing. Ground ball. That should be 2. Oh, there we go. Patek does beat it out. Third baseman in as we sacrifice bunt. Should we steal? What's the stole? 70%? I think we need to steal here with Patek and then lay down the bunt. 95 speed, but only a 70% success rate. And he does get the stolen base. So a little bit of aggressiveness there. He is now 3 for 9 since coming over here. He was 8 for 8 for the Pirates. But I think that's 2 in a row. Okay, now we can lay down the boogie and play that funky music. Here we go. Ground ball to third. Patek should be moving. Good job by Brabender. Unfortunately, it's Sutherland up. He's still batting .349 versus lefties, but he's 0 for 2 today. 1-2 count. And a base hit. Sutherland comes through. Patek scores. And the Pilots take the lead 2-1. All right. So we have a runner on first with 2 down, and Piniella's up. He's already gone deep. Hot shot to second. And that will do it. So Brabender, looking for his 9th win. He's got the lead here in the top of the lineup. 3 lefties, starting with Blackaby. Blackaby hits a ground ball to short. Patek tossing him out. 1 down. Johnstone up. He's 0 for 3 in his career, but with 3 walks against Brabender. There's his first hit. Should have seen that coming. Tying run on first for Tom Silverio. 0-1 count. And a base hit. God, Tommie Agee sucks defensively. I mean, unbelievably bad. I mean, his rating, his fielding rating is a 66. We're going to pull the infield in. Brabender has not had a strikeout since the third inning. So I don't think he's going to throw himself out of this inning with any heat. Infield's in for Doug Howard. Ground ball to second. Can we go home with it? Okay, he holds the runner and makes the play at first. That makes sense. So I give the game credit for actually having a scenario play out correctly. It's possible that Johnstone would have been going on the crack of the bat, but that makes sense at least. Okay, here's Bobby Knoop, 171 hitter. This is maybe the game right here. Brabender, 1-2 count, striking him out. Pulls the string on the slider. His 7th strikeout of the ball game. And we are going to the 6th inning. So we definitely have a momentum advantage here with Rich Rollins getting a base hit to lead off the inning. So, yeah, the momentum switched. I know momentum's not a real thing. You can't quantify it. It's a trick of the mind. As Rollins is on first, Deron Johnson up. And a base hit into center field. Rollins going to third. It's first and third, nobody out for Tommie Agee. I just want to show you this in case you forgot. I mean, Tommie Agee, good range. He can get to a lot, but he doesn't field well. So, I mean, maybe that's because of, the differential doesn't make any sense. I mean, but having said that, he is unreliable as a defender. How does he do as a hitter? Let's get some insurance runs. There we go. Base hit to right field. 3 straight singles. Rollins scores. Johnson holds at second. That's wise. 3-1 now, Pilots. We've scored a run in our half of the inning 3 times in a row. Don Bosch up next. Bosch looking to bash it. And a ground ball to short. That's an easy double play. Oh! We weren't even hitting and running, but Agee legs it out. Only play was to first. We're going to go on contact. There's only 1 out, and we're up 2 runs. So a ground ball should score a run. Should score a run. There we go. It's to third base, though. Johnson scores, and an error. Oh, man. We'll take it. I mean, come on. That's ridiculous. Their third baseman, Bethea, he's the second baseman by trade, as you can see here. Although his best defensive rating is third, so what are you going to do? Okay, well, we're going to go on contact again, that's for sure. This is something I don't utilize enough, but it worked once. Maybe it'll work again. Patek doesn't hit a lot of fly balls. 3-1 count, and they walk him to get to Brabender. And I'm okay with taking Brabender out here. Brabender coming out for Johnny Jeter. Johnny Jeter has not done anything for us. He's 2 for 18 since we acquired him from the Pirates. There's no go on contact because everybody's going. Triple steal would be fun, but we're not going to. Has anybody ever done that? I have no idea. Let's go ahead with Johnny Jeter. Bases loaded. Here we go. This is important. 2-2 count. And Sutherland. Base hit. Back through the box. Only 1 run scores. Everybody moves up a station. That is Sutherland's second hit. 9 hits now for the Pilots. And Luke could put this game out of reach with 1 swing of the bat. He's already got a dong today. And a blooper into right center field. It falls in. That'll score 2. Patek will score easily from second. It's 7-1, and that ought to be it for Wright. It is not, though. Maybe because he's only given up 3 earned runs. Let's see if Rollins can add to his demise. Ground ball to second. That'll do it. Well, we had a little mini moguling there, thanks to the error and some ridiculous plays. You know what? We're up 6. We're going to use Johnny Jeter on defense. We'll put him in right for Tommie Agee. And it's a little early to do a defensive replacement, but we have a 6-run lead. And we do need a pitcher now. So we're going to bring in Pedro Ramos. Ramos has been good for us. He's given up 3 earned runs, 5 total runs, a 1.45 ERA, and opponents are betting 2.09 against him. So a good, reliable pitcher that we kind of a throw-in a trade. Randy Brown leading off. Ground ball to second. Sutherland making the play. 1 down. Here's Marty Party Perez. He strikes out. That is, 8 total strikeouts of Angels batters. And Bill Bethea bloops it into right center field. It will be caught by Johnny Jeter. There you go. That is range right there. I don't think Agee would have made that catch. We go to the top of the 7th. Wright's coming back out. He's only throwing 93 pitches. Deron Johnson leading off, and he ropes it into center field for a base hit. 11 hits by the Pilots. We are going to pinch hit here as Ricky Clark comes into the game. Clark making his 10th appearance. He's a right-hander. And you see he's got some great numbers. As many walks as strikeouts. That's not great. Opponents are betting 154 against him. He's got 1 pitch. No, he's got 2 because the curve is just below league average. 23-year-old righty. Arbitration eligible next year. So that's good. We can pinch hit Ramos and bring in a left-handed bat. And the left-handed bat's going to be Joe Pepitone. Pepitone batting .313 versus righties. Johnson on first, nobody out. And the ground ball at the middle. That is a tailor-made double play. Don Bosch couldn't hit a baseball if you put it on a tee. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. We're going to put Pepitone at first. And we are going to bring in Van Kelly to play second. And we need a new pitcher. We got a bunch of lefties coming up, even though they're going to pinch hit Winston Yelanis. So we're going to bring in Denny Riddleberger. How do you like your burgers? Riddled with mad cow disease. 10th game, you see the rest of it here. 9 strikeouts, 12 innings. Opponents are betting 2.14 against him. He's been good as a rook. Okay, so Yelanis is betting 500 versus lefties. Youch. Fly ball to right center field. Only 256 feet. That is catchable. 1 out. Here is Ethan Blackaby. 125 hitter versus lefties. That's an easy play for Pepitone at first. And Jay Johnstone strikes out. Nicely done. We go to the top of the 8th inning. They're bringing in a new pitcher. It is Eddie Fisher. 33 years old. He's 33. Look at that picture. You tell me that guy's 33? He looks like he could be my father. Pretty good numbers otherwise. He's got a couple saves, a couple blueys. 4-pitch pitcher. Overall 77. The 33-year-old righty is a free agent in 1973 when he'll be 68 years old. Okay, McNertney, yeah, we'll let him take a cut. Wow, frozen rope into center field. There's 1 down. Let's go ahead and take a look at the in-game stats, by the way. We've already swapped out a lot of players, so we're not getting, all the best stats. Also, I just realized he's got a knuckleball, Eddie Fisher. Coming out, throwing the knuckler. Patek. flying out to deep center field, and Johnny Jeter makes contact, popping it up into foul ground on the third base side. Okay, we're going to send Riddleberger back out to get Silverio, and then we'll go with Skippy. Good job by Riddleberger. Here comes Skip Lockwood. The Skipster. It's got Doug Howard here lined up. Ground ball into the hole at second, Van Kelly. Good play by Kelly. In there for defensive replacement. Bobby Knoop gets a hit. That's his second hit today. He might be breaking out of his season-long slump. And then a base hit for Randy Brown. All right, come on. Marty, Perez. First and second, 2 down. 2-2 count to Perez. And Skippy strikes him out. We are definitely in double digits with strikeouts today, as Van Kelly will lead off the ninth inning. Pilots are up 7-1, on the verge of sweeping California at home. This will be California's 11th loss in a row. Here's Lou. He's 2 for 4. He's got a home run. And perhaps our last batter of the day, Rich Rawl. Base hit. Rollins isn't done. He's 2 for 4 today. Make it 2 for 5. Oh, of course, it's Skip Lockwood. His position comes up. Yeah, we're going to take out Skippy. We'll bring in a pitcher. So Mike Keegan will bat. Getting an opportunity here. In the ninth. Ground ball to second. Should have left him on the bench. We go to the bottom of the ninth inning. We're going to put him on defense in left field. Piniella, good job by him. He can hit the showers early. And we will bring in Mike Marshall. I know it seems dumb, but of the 3 pitchers left, he's thrown the least amount of innings. And we have the day off tomorrow, so we'll give him some work. Bill Bethea leading off against Marshall. Oh, crap. Roped it for a double. That is Bill Bethea's 3rd double of the year. So they're going to get some garbage runs here. Here's Billy Cowan. 2-1 count. Cowan popping it up. Straight up. Where is that going to come down? Oh, in shallow center field. That was a weird look. I mean, that looked like it could have been straight up behind home plate. 1 down, Bethea on second. Here's Ethan Blackaby, 1 for 4 today. 1-1 count. And there's their second run. Oh, Bethea's not going to try to score. I guess you're down 6 runs. Maybe you're waiting for one big swing. Here's Jay Johnstone. Maybe it's coming from him. He does rip it to right. Bethea will tag and score. And now it's 7-2. That's going to leave it up to Tom Silverio to keep it going here in the ninth inning. Full count. Well, he does. So Marshall not looking sharp in a non-save situation. Doug Howard walks. Bases are loaded now for Knoop. Base hit to center. 2 runs will score. Nope, just 1 run. 1 swing of the bat will tie it up, though. All right, we're going to take Marshall out. I mean, we'll bring in Ron Locke to lock it down. Lefty on lefty. Brown is batting .400 versus lefties. That's weird. 2-2 count. Game over. Pilots win 7-3. Handshakes, butt slaps, slappy sticks. Shouldn't have been that close, but that's what the game does. All right, take a look at the standings. We are now 3.5 games back of Oakland and 3 games back of Minnesota. Gosh, California, they've lost 11 in a row. That is horrible. Oh, I pulled up the one-run games. Let's take a look at the National League. San Diego, they've lost 7 in a row. That is brutal. Absolutely brutal. The Giants have 107 home runs. Who are their batters? I know it says DH, but... or no, Justin, I'm sorry. I'm dumb. Well, everybody's got 10, except for Willie Mays, of all players. That's amazing. And Dick McAuliffe's got 15 home runs on the bench. Okay. Take a look at headline news. Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. Nolan Ryan cruises to a 2-1 squeaker. He had 4 walks. Nicely done. 7-3 loss is California's 11th straight. Brabender's going to get the win today. Good job by him. All right, transactions. Any trades? We're coming up on the trade deadline. In fact, there's nothing new to report. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Oh, no, you know what? We got one more day. I'm sorry. Let's advance a day, and then we'll take a look at headline news and then transactions one more time. Okay, headline news. There is something new to report. The Washington Senators' Vollweiler limits New York to 1 hit. This is the guy that never made it out of AAA, and he's pitching like a demon. Okay, transactions. Anything new for transactions? Gary Kroll of Cleveland will miss 5 days. Is he somebody? He's a starter and reliever for the Indians. Okay, that's all we need to know. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe to the channel. Let's see. Player of the game today. Is it Piniella with the home run? And I think he had 2 RBI. I'm sure I just hit. I'm sure I hit this. We'll hit it again, just to make sure. I am one of those guys that's like, the elevator button's not working, like just keep pushing the elevator button. Keep pushing it. As if the elevator's going to show up quicker. Okay, it's loading. Gosh. Oh, I still had my YouTube channel up. That's what the problem was. Normally I shut that down so it's not taking up the internet speed. Yeah, we're going to give it to Lou Piniella. He had 3 RBI. The big home run that got us on the board. Tommie Agee had a couple of hits. I mean, this could have went a couple different ways. Agee had his 8th double. Brabender, the pitcher, had his 2nd double. Lou had the home run. Brabender gets the win. He's 9-2. A fantastic performance, striking out 7. We had 12 strikeouts as a team. Mike Marshall did not do his gerb, but you could argue his gerb is to get saves. Ron Locke had to come in and get a save. Clyde Wright goes to 3-14, the recipient of that Bill Bethea error, which gave him 4 unearned runs. Okay, that's going to do it. We're going to come back tomorrow and begin a new 3-game series. Until then, everyone, have a great day.